Hey, what's good? This one's gonna be for Cancer. This is your love or lust reading, right? We're gonna see if the connection coming in is love or lust, right? So, Cancer, here we go. I'm starting off with my personal book of Oracle deck. Man, I didn't realize this. Wow, what is this about? Rite of passage, 16. I'm not sure how to take this in the context of either this relationship in a way could be like a rite of passage or you've gone through a rite of passage. So let me ask. Or there was a rite of passage for you to come into this kind of union? Let me see. Is this upcoming relationship the rite of passage? Yes. What about the past relationship? I feel like you've been learning something about because the past relationship was meant to teach you boundaries, teach you how to stand in your truth, right? This adds up to seven. This adds up to seven, right? There's a 16, 7, 7. It was meant to teach you how to uphold those boundaries. It was a rite of passage, right? But also, this new relationship is almost like a rite of passage in a different way, right? It's stepping into a different role. Like, can you rule that kingdom, right? With, I guess, your significant other responsibility. There's something in that, right? And I'm getting chills. So maybe this new union is kind of like so nothing was wasted. In other words, if you got out of a tumultuous relationship in the past, it's almost like there was nothing wasted there. I hope for some of you you've learned whatever lesson you were meant to learn. Maybe some of you still didn't get it right because your spirit guides are face palming seriously. I've been getting that a lot, like half yes, half no, right? And astrology isn't a personality disorder. So maybe the past person wasn't in alignment with you, right? So hopefully you don't make that same mistake or not to depend too much. Maybe that was part of it. Maybe the astrology doesn't really matter, right? There's so many layers to it that you should be intuitive enough to decipher if this person is right for you, right? Something with rite of passage. Like I feel like the past was definitely right something, so that's why maybe you're supposed to choose your next partner more responsibly, right? Because that Queen of Swords is like, all right, let me see what you right. Like you're seeing somebody because you're literally looking at them, right? You're like seeing and you're ready to cut through the BS. So maybe there's something in that about like both the past and present or future are kind of like a rite of passage, right? So that's pretty interesting. Let me see. Okay, you got complexity. Irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, transforms. Complexity, right? So maybe there is a complexity to you that whatever union you're coming into, you need someone else to understand that. And if they don't, then That's part of the boundary. Let me find out what. Let me make it a little more simple. So is this connection coming in for Cancer, love? Yes. Wow. So maybe you're in a very receptive energy right now. If this is you, is this connection coming in? Lust. Well, shoot. I mean, that's you though, Cancer. So maybe it's love and lust. Wow. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with having both. Is this the same connection that has the love and the lust? Yes. Wow. Okay. So maybe you're connecting with a Pisces even. Pisces. I mean, I feel like this Empress energy is you, but yeah, maybe there's a very balanced, right? A fellow water sign that you feel gets you. I don't know. I'm feeling, or Taurus even. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it could be a Taurus even, right? Interesting. Well, that's pretty interesting. I like it. Uh, okay. Explain that. Okay, is this a past person? No. Six of Swords, right? Let me figure out. Okay, forget it. So is this connection that's coming in a past person? Wow, okay. Looks like there's a past person. Is this love and lust the same? Wow. Wow. So Cancer for you, it might actually be a past person that's this love and lust situation. Pretty interesting because I don't think anyone else has got that. Or I don't know, actually. So Cancer might be a past person. I feel like you have two people from your past returning. One is because they're in need, right? So obviously it's not even love or lust, right? There's someone coming back in because they're in need, right? It's more like what can they get from you? And then there's the other one that it is the nostalgia, right? So I think the same. You're gonna have to decipher who's who. Rite of passage, right? That's why it's a rite of passage. It's almost like the universe wants to see if you know, right? Maybe this face palming has to do with that Five of Pentacles. Understanding, like, damn, are you gonna fall for it again, right? Someone that's like, hey, yeah, I felt this thing on my throat, so I don't know what. I think you're gonna have to be clear on the boundaries, right? You could be nice about it, like a truce, right? Tregua is truce. Maybe it's a chance to finally put it to rest, get closure with that, leave it balanced, but you don't have to necessarily entertain that. So the same, I think for you, it was like a rite of passage. Maybe you're a cusper with Gemini because Gemini's was kind of weird, right? About having those boundaries. There was a devil energy, but also, you know, um, something new coming in. So I think the same with you. There's clearly a nostalgic energy, right? But not just one person from the past, someone else from the past that could be coming in just to, yeah, because they see you as the sun right now. Maybe right now things are going good, right? A lot of solar energy. That's why too, right? The Seven of Wands. That was your rite of passage. You have to learn to put up those healthy boundaries. I feel like if someone from the past comes back, it's gonna be an opportunity to get closure for you and them and just put it to rest, right? Put it to rest once and for all. But and there it is, the throat chakra, right? So maybe just you really have to make that clear. Yeah, maybe it's someone that's not will like wanting to listen to, right? Like, hey, there's other opportunities there for you, right? 4-4. Interesting. I don't know who this Queen of Wands energy is, but it feels like that's a new opportunity, right? There's something with that Queen of Wands. Yeah, so I would be careful of that. The Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. There's someone that I feel like when you turn them away, maybe it was a missed opportunity for them, right? Yeah, this could be all the same person, right? The Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, right? Not having that opportunity anymore because yeah, you're the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles. There's just a lot of energy right now that the Empress even, right? There's something about you right now that's very magnetic, but I feel like you're gonna be tested by the universe to see how far you've came, right? The choice. You're gonna be tested, right? There's that Gemini energy again. Maybe you're a cusper because the fact either they're face palming, your guys are face palming at the person trying to come back. Like seriously, this person's still trying to come back. So it might not even be you, but I would be careful, right? Make sure that this isn't you. Maybe now you're like, you know what? This doesn't add up, right? So yeah, I think that's it, right? There's not a whole it's a little I think the main thing is for you to be in this kind of Queen of Swords energy, even though, right, there's all this, right? I feel like this is who's coming towards you, right? Maybe like a Pisces, King of Cups type energy. Maybe you're in this Empress mode, but also in the Queen of Swords, right? And it's funny because they're almost like facing the same way, right? So it's like Empress slash Queen of Swords. They want to see how much you've learned, right? That's what I'm getting. So, wow, I got chills. Okay, so 8, right? To see if you've learned that karmic lesson, right? 8, 4. Wow, 8 and 4. So they add up to 12. Maybe that's significant for you. Maybe your birthday is 7-8, 7-4, 7-12, right? Maybe that's significant. 48, 84. Maybe one of those years maybe you were born in 84 or something like that. So yeah, this one was a little difficult to get through. If you're watching this far, you may not know because I edited a few things out where I was reading and then it was like there was a lot of distractions. So maybe be careful with distractions, right? Yeah, definitely be careful with distractions and people trying to get in your energy and different stuff like that, right? I think it's a time to just sit firm on that throne, right? The Empress, abundant, right? They're obviously very fertile. So if you don't want to get knocked up, don't. And if you do, well, I feel like the person, it's a good connection, right? So, love and lust, right? So I guess the best of both, right? But there's definitely love, right? But there's that strong sexual. Wow, my whole interesting. I wonder why that is. Why when I said that, my throat tightened like so. I don't know, something didn't want. Maybe that past person's energy is like not wanting that message to get out, but yeah, see, it went away now. So that was so weird. Okay. All right. Thank you all. See you soon. Peace. Oh, yeah, like, comment, all that good stuff. All right, peace.